Hello guys, FUT JD here with episode 5 now. Performance is key. We go out and buy ourselves Glenn Johnson at right back, our first English player in the side from the Euro 2012 tournament. We're just going to switch around a few players now because obviously we're going for the average and every player doesn't need to play all 3 games. So you guys want to keep Dawson in the squad and also McGeady. Thank God McGeady's got the pace and the skills to obviously make the difference, especially in these lower rated teams. He plays a great part in them. Going out into the first match, and we come actually up against an English squad, all English. It's a mixture of bronze, silver and gold, as you can see here on your screen now. And this is the perfect key to victory, really. If you're building a squad and you mix up the team like that, you'll win probably 90% of your games if you're a decent player, because it gives you a low rating and allows you to get some excellent players in the squad. You could even go for higher rated players who are like 87 and 85 ratings like that. Here we just give away a penalty. Bonucci, I was trying to press square to actually clear the ball up the field. Unfortunately, his player gets too close to the ball and it decides to make a slide in. But Cherry makes a magnificent save there to keep us in the game, only at 2-0. Unfortunately though, Danny Ambrose from Crystal Palace manages to put away a great strike. Not as magnificent as his one against Manchester United. Anyway, carrying on, Owen Hargreaves with a similar shot to make it 4-0 now. And this is a bit of a devastating result here. Get absolutely demolished, and I could tell as soon as I went into the game and saw his squad there was going to be something along these lines in the scoreline. A little rebound there. Hate rebound goals, but we get some as well, so it's only fair for the opposition to get some now and again, as well as us. Linfield here with a great chance, probably should have scored there, and Michelini actually manages to bring the ball back in and get another go by passing the ball up to Strodic, but he doesn't put the ball in the back of a net. So going on to what I want to talk about is, for the squad, someone in the last episode commented I should mix some silvers in there just to make it more interesting. He thought it'd be quite boring if we just go and get an all gold squad. But the thing I'm aiming for is the Euro 2012 hybrid, as I've mentioned. So what I was thinking along the lines of is to get gold players who are actually at the tournament there in Poland and Ukraine. But obviously if you guys would prefer to see some silver players who aren't actually out there and just play for the nationalities of the teams that are out there, then that's fine also. Just make sure to let me know in the comment section below and I'll do whatever you think is best for the series. And also, if I do it on FIFA 13, would you rather me go from like a bronze squad up to a silver squad and then a gold squad? So like, if a bronze player comes in the bottom 3 and he gets voted off, then obviously we'll replace him with a silver. But if it was a silver player and he gets voted off, we'll replace him with a gold. And then obviously gold players, we can only replace them with gold, etc. It will just make the series maybe last a bit longer, be a bit more interesting, because we'll see a few different teams along the way to switch things up. Here he just goes and gets a nice goal under the keeper with Wild against the run of play, really. As you saw, that great chance I had in the first minute. Unfortunately not to put that one away, and we had a few other great chances here. Should have scored them. Michelini would usually score them 99% of the time, but in this game we just were having bad luck everywhere. He crosses the ball in here and puts it away with the head. Really, if you've watched the last game, if you paid attention to the last game watching the footage, you'll see that I bring my keeper out a lot. I do it here again and he gets the rebound. I really need to stop doing that, and I recommend you guys not touching that triangle button when they're in on your keeper, because if he stays in the net, he actually stands more of a chance of saving it in FIFA. I know in real life, closing the opposition player down narrows the angle, etc. But in FIFA, it just seems to be when you bring the keeper out, they score almost all the time. I don't know why I still do it. But anyway, we get a consolation goal here with Michelini. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to break a comeback on this guy. And that will be the final score, I believe. We have another chance here, which maybe we should have put away, but his defender manages to get an excellent block in. So the bad form, it actually continues into this episode, and really something we need to change around and get back onto a winning streak again. Here we go out and buy another 1,500 jumbo bronze pack just to get some contracts, and we actually get a rather good player in this bronze pack. 87 pace, he's got the left mid Quiro, Spanish player. Hopefully he'll sell for quite a bit and we'll be able to get some more coins to fund the squad in the next coming episodes. Something I'd like to know as well, guys, asking you to put a lot in the comments section this episode, is do you want to see me do some trading in this series, especially when we move on to the bigger players? I'm thinking about doing some trading so that we can get the big players like, I don't know, Chiellini is quite a big one. He's got 10k on him, and with us obviously only just starting out, a lot of people starting out from the beginning do not know how to get coins other than matches. But you only need about 1,000 coins and you can start trading and make plenty off it. I mean, it's obviously a lot easier to trade when you have more coins, but just having a little bit, you can actually start trading yourself. So let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Going into the last match against someone called You Mad Bro, and I most definitely am, after losing, I think, 4 games in a row now. Hopefully not to make this the 5th. And look at that French side, that is just quality. Coming up against this squad, you would expect me to lose, maybe like 4-0, especially after the recent performances from the team. Great chance there early on, and then Grant with a little run down the wing. He's not got the pace, but he manages to somehow do it, and then when he cuts back, plays in a beautiful ball to McGeady, which he doesn't manage to finish, but the rebound is picked up by our Irish striker, put into the back of the net in the 45th minute. Maybe a bit of a handicap for us since we got a lower rated team, but I don't know whether that's actually in FIFA. Obviously, EA say it isn't. There's multiple arguments going back and forth. Apparently, Rob Hodgson is actually going to go ask EA some questions, which you guys can ask them on the forum, and he will ask them all. Get your answers, and that will be the final standpoint on that one. Hopefully no one will argue after he receives those answers, but you can guarantee that some people will still bitch, moan and complain about everything that happens. Here the guy just gets on the wrong side of my defender, manages to finesse it around the keeper, and later on, 80th minute, sends Dembele through. That fast bronze, got like 90 pace, just finesse it around my keeper. A bit frustrated at that. 2-2 after going 2-0 up, and then obviously in the last minute, to add insult to injury, we score an own goal with our newly signed player, Glenn Johnson. Not a way to start off your first 3 games, losing them all. And that is the end of the episode now. Usually I would ask you to choose which player you want to leave, but I've gone out and done the next episode's clips because I really felt like playing FIFA at the time. So I hope you guys understand that. Maybe leave thoughts on whether I should do this more often, because obviously if I choose the player, you get to see obviously these 3 players who have potential of leaving, but because I get to actually choose who leaves, I can progress and get some episodes done in advance. So then days when I don't really feel like playing FIFA, I'm not forced into it, and I can just play FIFA when I want. So let me know your thoughts on that, guys, and I'll see you all next time.
Just a second while I tell the DJ turn up that bass.